This is the weekend edition of iFiber One News, where we present some of the top stories from this week and your weekend weather forecast. I'm Bethany Jenks. Stay tuned for the weekend edition of iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your number one source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
One of our top stories for this week was about how Quincy celebrated Farmer Consumer Awareness Day. Reporter Joe Utter tells us all about it.
The second weekend in September for the last 34 years in Quincy brings thousands of people out to learn more about the importance of farming during the Quincy Farmer Consumer Awareness Day. The Grand Parade kicked off Saturday morning through downtown and featured large farm equipment and other vehicles, groups from the Quincy schools, and several political candidates. Chet Peterson, who helped start the first Farmer Consumer Awareness Day, said the event has grown steadily over the years, but the message is still the same.
Oh, it started out as a small group of people that were interested in conveying to the public an image that there was real people out here that took great risks to raise food, some of the safest food in the world. And the same message. The message hasn't changed. The message hopefully will never change. So that's the purpose of it, to showcase farming at the grassroots level.
Peterson said the event has grown to one of the biggest in the county each year.
It's a big community event. We get people from areas far removed from Quincy anymore, for that matter.
An annual tradition of the event is to name a Farm Family of the Year and Honorary Farmer of the Year. The Yeats family, who's farmed in the area for nearly 4 decades, took home Farm Family of the Year. Alex McGregor, president of the McGregor Company and a member of the Mid-Columbia Agriculture Hall of Fame, was awarded Honorary Farmer during this year's event. Before the parade, people gathered at Memorial Park for the dedication of the Veterans Memorial Plaque to honor local military heroes. While those in attendance were able to learn more about the importance of farming, especially in Grant County, more entertainment was featured at Quincy High School, including a large classic car show, as well as indoor exhibits and fun for the whole family. Peterson said organizers have worked hard to keep the event family-oriented over the 34 years. I'm Joe Utter, reporting for iFiber One News.
Quincy wasn't the only community enjoying the weekend. Soap Lake got to spend time on the beach enjoying boat racing.
The Del Red Pub Outboard Regatta returned to Soap Lake this weekend for the second year in a row. Organizer David Anderson said the event brought racers young and old to the competition.
Today we're having drivers anywhere from 9 to 82. We raced here last year, had a good time, decided to come back for another year.
About 30 racers participated this year, down from last year's numbers, but still a successful turnout. Anderson said the community has been supportive of the hydroplane races, and that support has drawn racers from across the state to the small town of Soap Lake.
We have people anywhere from Spokane, Seattle, right here in town. There's a couple of racers right here from Soap Lake, pretty much from all over the state.
I'm Joe Utter, reporting for iFiber One News.
It wasn't all fun for Soap Lake at the beginning of the week. On Monday, the City Council held a special meeting to talk about the future of the Soap Lake Fire Department.
The Soap Lake Fire Department could soon come to an end, as the City Council proposed placing 2 levies on an election ballot next year to either annex the city into Grant County Fire District 7, ultimately ending the city department, or fully funding the current department through a bond. The council agreed that the voters should make that decision.
The people should have the voice, and I believe that should be the originating point of anything we do. That the decision should be made to put 2 votes to the people. A vote that says a levy, keep the city fire department, this is what it's gonna cost. Don't like that one? Annex. This is what it's going to cost, this is what it gives. And then educate and provide information on both of those subjects.
I'm Joe Utter for iFiber1 News.
Now we take a look at a couple of people the Grant County Sheriff's Office would like to find.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We will be right back after this.
Are you looking to improve your or your child's smile? At Casciati Orthodontics, we make it our mission to make braces more affordable and fun. Our business has proudly served the Columbia Basin for over 20 years, and our new conveniently located state-of-the-art facility offers a relaxing environment full of fun activities for the kids. We accept all types of insurance and have convenient payment plans available. Give us a call for a complimentary evaluation, no referral needed, or check us out on the web and make an appointment online.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local community since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
And hi there, everybody. Meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFiber Channel 1 News Weather. And we are looking at our forecast, of course, brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota Dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Well, of course, on everybody's mind is the weekend. And it looks like an exceptionally great-looking weekend. A little bit on the hot side for this time of the year, with some heat continuing through the weekend, if not right through Tuesday. Watching for a possibility of maybe some fire danger increasing as the weekend goes on. Of course, the dry vegetation remains in place, and any sort of pickup of winds in the afternoon with low humidities that increases the fire danger. So keep that in mind. Now, autumn officially arrives on Monday night at 7:29 p.m. Yesterday, I said it was going to be 1 day late. Well, of course, as Mother Nature would put it, now it's going to be 2 days late. It's a very slow-moving cold front. A little bit difficult to time, but right now it looks like about Wednesday it'll come on through and cool us on down. It's a little bit above normal today, 83 degrees, but you'll be wishing for 83 because we'll be close to 90 during the weekend. 58 was where we started this morning, and also in Moses Lake, 57 degrees and 83 degrees, so pretty close to where we were here in Ephrata. And no precipitation in the past 24 hours, but we did pick up a trace yesterday for both Moses Lake and our vicinity here in Ephrata. 81 degrees right now, a very nice Friday evening on tap. Hope you have some plans this evening. Again, very, very nice with the lighter winds from the south-southwest. Now, here's what's going on. We have a beautiful night, a little disturbance moving across southern British Columbia, scooting across into the Idaho Panhandle overnight tonight. But what we're watching is basically a slow-moving system in the Gulf of Alaska, pushing a lot of moisture into southern Alaska, northern British Columbia, and also eventually pulling up some moisture down to the south. So a little bit of cloud cover coming in on Sunday afternoon, particularly east of us. You can see that. But this is the front that was supposed to yesterday come on through on Tuesday, but right now it's about 24 hours behind that. So if the trend continues, it might not even come through till Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. But right now we're looking for a midweek cooling trend. Statewide tomorrow, look at these. Lots of sunshine, temperatures upper 70s, lower 80s. Not a bad last weekend of summer. 83 in the inland northwest. And here we go in the Columbia Basin. We're looking at temperatures generally into the mid-80s. And again, we're looking for that bright sunshine. A beautiful Saturday. And on Sunday, I did mention 90 degrees. And there we go, even into Monday. 90, but Monday night fall officially arrives, but you can see it really doesn't come on in until mid to late week with some cool and a little unsettled weather pattern as we slide into the mid to latter portion of the work week next week. But all in all, enjoy your weekend, folks. Again, your forecast brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota Dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Toyota wants to know, how did you celebrate summer?
We go fishing.
We like to hike. We love camping, mountain biking, as often as possible.
No matter the activity, there's a Toyota perfect to take you there. From that favorite fishing spot, camping area, or just a great summer drive, including Tundra. Now offered with reduced APR financing or an amazing lease. For details, see any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today and enjoy your summer to the fullest. Toyota, let's go places.
Game time.
Papa's in the house.
Wow, what's all this?
I'm all about stats. For instance, have I got some numbers for you? Papa John's, a leader in online ordering.
You bet, Jim.
You were the first pizza company to offer it nationwide. What's the secret?
Jim, it's the pizza.
To celebrate our online leadership, get Papa John's new double pepperoni and bacon pizza for just $12.
Better ingredients,
better pizza,
and a better way to get it, papajohns.com.
Welcome back. Our next story is about football. iFiber One Sports wrapped up how the Ephrata Tigers are doing.
After a nail-biting 28-27 loss to Royal City, Ephrata head coach Jay Mills wanted his team to be more consistent. Senior quarterback Lloyd Burleson stepped up to the task. The Tigers took down Othello 35-12, with Lloyd completing 11 of 13 pass attempts for 191 yards and 3 touchdowns. Lloyd's main target was senior Nick Lobe, who caught all 3 of Lloyd's touchdown passes and had a rushing touchdown.
Nick had a great game. You get him, we're trying to get those guys the ball in space and just let them be the athletes they are. And Nick had a wonderful game, played hard, and did a great job on defense too.
The Tigers also took advantage of 4 Othello turnovers. Coach Mills was happy the way his defense out-physicaled the Huskies, giving his offense more opportunities to score.
Anytime you can get turnovers on defense, especially in order to get a win like this, you've got to have some turnovers on defense. And our kids hit well and got the ball back for our offense so we could control the game.
Ephrata hopes the winning streak continues when they take on East Valley at home next Friday. For iFiber One News, Sean Wells.
Sports reporter Bob Kirkpatrick fills us in on how Central Washington University did on the gridiron.
Quarterback Jake Nelson led the Wildcat attack, completing 18 of 26 passes for a career-high 299 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also ran for a score. Junior running back Jordan Todd carried the rock 25 times for 107 yards and 2 touchdowns in a lopsided win. Central got on the board first on a 46-yard pass from Nelson to Kent McKinney. The Red Storm responded with a 62-yard scoring strike from Hayden Gavitt to Nate Stevens to draw even at 7-all. But it was all Wildcats after that as Central reeled off 41 straight points to run away with it. True freshman Melvin Thornton scored his first collegiate touchdown in the contest. Middle linebacker Kevin Hayes recorded 9 tackles, picked off 2 Gavitt passes, and was named GNAC Defensive Player of the Week. Ian Shoemaker picked up his first win as a college head coach. Shoemaker said he was glad he got it at Tomlinson Stadium.
Coming back to the home stadium and getting a chance to win in front of the fans in Tomlinson is a huge plus for us. Our guys were fired up to get out here and play this game, and they really kind of took it to them. I think as far as the level of play, we came out with a pretty high level of play early on, and I think we overwhelmed Dixie a little bit early.
In Moses Lake, the girls took to the court to play volleyball, and iFiber One Sports was there.
Moses Lake Volleyball kicks off conference play this week with the Chiefs traveling to Yakima to take on Eisenhower. Moses Lake lost 5 seniors from last year's squad, but expects new players to step up. Head coach Mike DeHogue says his team will rely on his 2 returning all-conference players, Greta Hammer and Kylie McKay. DeHogue thinks both his middle hitters will be strong all season if they continue to pass well. Senior defensive specialist Paula Clements likes where her team is at going into conference play.
I expected a lot from my team this year, actually. We get along pretty well. We don't have any drama or anything. We all kind of click. So I expect to make a lot of progress over the course of the season. I expect to come out with a lot of wins.
Moses Lake's first home match is Thursday versus Sunnyside. For iFiber One News, Sean Wells.
We'll be right back.
Searching for that perfect place to settle down? Whether you're looking for an elegant single-story, spacious two-story, or a custom home on acreage, Aho Construction can aid your decision with a streamlined production process that saves time, money, and natural resources. Compare us to other builders and see for yourself what advantages you can get by choosing an Aho home. Our philosophy is that we do things right the first time around. Start planning your dream house today with Aho Construction. Call 509-766-1366.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh-baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
Our next story is about a special senior project for a Moses Lake High School student. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
A Moses Lake High School student built a demolition derby car to raise money for research that will help his cousin, who suffers from a rare brain disorder. Austin Weber's senior project recently took him and his family to the Othello Rodeo's Demolition Derby. There, Austin raffled off the Demolition Derby car he and his mentor, Mike Bice, built to raise money for Joubert syndrome research. Austin's fundraiser was dedicated to his 16-year-old cousin, Stephanie Bagwell, who was born with Joubert syndrome. All proceeds go to the Joubert Research Foundation in Seattle. Joubert syndrome is a brain malformation. It results in the absence or underdevelopment of an area of the brain that controls balance and coordination. Austin said he was surprised at how much money was raised. He paraded the car around the Grant County Fairgrounds Rodeo Arena in Moses Lake and the rodeo in Othello to promote the raffle and create awareness about Joubert syndrome.
Tickets were only $1, so I didn't know how much we were going to raise, but I figured anything would be good.
Austin said the fundraiser is expected to generate upwards of $900. He wants to continue his effort to benefit research of the relatively unknown Joubert syndrome. Austin, who has been racing cars at Ephrata Raceway since he was 6, shared how he came up with his senior project idea.
One of my friends I used to race with in Yakima when we raced quarter midgets, she did 1,000 laps on a track, and she had donations per lap for a family that needed money. And so I want to do something like that. And we were sitting at dinner after we found out about this in Yakima, because we went to the last race there, and we were talking about things that we could do, and I came up with the idea of building a raffle car for the demo, because we've always gone to the Othello demo and Moses, but Othello has 2 of them, and my uncle runs it.
His uncle at the Othello Demolition Derby is Donnie Bagwell, father of Austin's cousin Stephanie, who has Joubert. Austin explained why he wanted to help his cousin.
We're really close with family, and so my cousin, they're basically like sisters. So we're really close, and we've done everything like fair, racing, demoing, everything together. And because not very many people know of what she has, I figured it'd be cool to get it out there.
To donate to Joubert Research, contact Austin at 509-760-6817 or give directly to the foundation at jsrdf.org. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
We'll be right back.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Cleary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
The next story is about a small candidates forum hosted by Vision 2020. The candidates running for Grant County prosecutor talked to a small crowd about the issues.
The Grant County prosecutor candidates talked at a crowded forum Tuesday afternoon about their experience and the crime problems in Grant County. Candidate Garth Dano and prosecutor Angus Lee met during a Vision 2020 meeting at the Moses Lake Chamber of Commerce. Dano started by pointing to his 30-year-long career as an attorney, which includes time practicing criminal and civil law. He said the amount of experience he had set him apart from his opponent.
I hear another criticism of me that I'm not going to be tough on crime or that I'm going to do quick plea deals for those serious felons. That's ridiculous.
Lee told the crowd he dedicated his career to fighting crime. He has implemented several improvements in the office and has been under budget during his tenure.
I don't have experience in water law or condemnations, but I have nearly a decade in criminal prosecution.
Moderator Bill Eckert asked the candidates how they differed from each other. Lee answered by saying public safety is his top priority. Lee noted the differences between their backgrounds and experience.
As you heard my opponent talk about his legal experience, it was in a variety of things that, while important for a general practitioner, really aren't important for a prosecutor. Everything I've done has been focused on management and leadership of a prosecutor's office and trying cases as a prosecutor.
Dano responded by saying the breadth of his experience is important. He noted the prosecutor is responsible for advising the county commissioners on legal issues.
Giving solid advice to the county commissioners is an important aspect of it, and that requires having a breadth of knowledge in a myriad of civil areas, such as zoning, employment, land use, growth management issues. Mr. Lee has none of that experience. He's deferring those decisions to outside entities.
Both candidates said gang crime is the most important factor facing the prosecutor's office. Lee started by saying the issue is affecting the health of the community, damaging the lives of youth, and causing problems for businesses.
And so that's why we created a gang task force. This year, for the first time ever, we have gang prosecutors in every single courtroom. Adult misdemeanor, juvenile, and adult felony. So I think we have to go after the gangs, and that's what we're doing, but I want to really, really make a commitment to do that starting from this day forward.
Dano said he wanted to have the cases resolved quicker. He pointed out the jail is overcrowded.
I think that maybe a thing that differentiates us is I want to get to cases quickly. Our jail in 1986 was built to house 85 people. It now houses typically 200 plus. That's a drain constantly on the resources of the county, and so my goal would be to get those people prosecuted quickly.
For iFiber One News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
In Quincy, the City Council is trying a second time to find a contractor to build a walking path.
Quincy is making a second attempt to construct a walking path for school children. The city turned down a bid of almost $450,000 to build the path between Monument Elementary School and 7th Avenue Southwest. The project is initially estimated to cost about $221,000. Quincy Council members approved looking for another contractor to construct the path during their meeting Tuesday night. Maintenance Supervisor Dave Reynolds said they made some changes to the project to hopefully get a lower price. The path is being funded with a $292,000 grant from the Washington State Department of Transportation. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
That wraps up our weekend edition. iFiber One News will be back on Monday at 5 p.m. with the latest news from around the Columbia Basin. Thank you for watching.